Hey there, Mama. It is Jessica Gordon, and you know how kids come with all the papers, right? And so here I am well into the school year, and I got a lot of papers, okay? And from finger painting to report cards, it just feels like my children are leaving all the memories around my house every time they walk in the door. So in this video, I'm sharing my go-to that I found, of course, on this World Wide Web, but for organizing all those special keepsakes so that you can treasure them without drowning in piles of paper. And so what you see here is me working. I just cut out one of my baby boys' names on my Cricut. And so number one lesson, measure your things, because I thought that I was going to be able to eyeball this, and baby, the plastic container was not this big. That is shameful. Okay, so I'm doing all of this weeding, did all of this cutting on the Cricut, and baby, that was too big. Okay, humongous. Just way, way too big. Okay, so don't do that. So look at me looking at it like, really? Really? Can I put it over there? Can I put it over there? No, it's not going to work. I don't even know why I picked up the other one. So I was like, okay, moving right along, put that to the side. So now I'm creating it, and I am making it much smaller so that it can actually fit. But within the boxes, you can do anything from school art to certificates, concert programs. I mean, the list is super long. So if you have a child or multiple children, I have 3, means that you collect all kinds of precious moments. I never really thought of myself as someone that's sentimental, but now that my babies are bringing home all of these cute little projects and their report cards, and I want to be able to reflect with them, as well as be able to give them something that they can share either with a partner, with their children, or if they want to throw it away. That's on them, but they're going to sit down with me at some point and we're going to reflect. Okay? But being honest, the reality is you cannot keep every single thing that they create at school. Okay? You just can't. And so, or you need to buy a new house, you need a whole storage just to keep up with the kids' stuff. That wouldn't make sense. So keeping the gems, keeping the ones that are really important, like I'm putting school pictures in here, I'm putting report cards in here. I think this system is truly going to work for me. Like I said, having 3 is a lot. So why just one box? Well, I think it's important to focus on one box because that'll allow you to say, okay, is this important? Is this something we want to keep? So when your children finally make it to 18, or be it 21, because we know 18 just means you're going off to college, or you could be starting a job, but 18, you're still a child. That's what I mean by that. I think my children are going to be thankful that we kept it, but you just hold all the good stuff, right? Cute class photos, those all moments that you're going to love to look back on. So I make a folder. So what you see me doing here, there are ones that you can purchase that are already pre-done for you. I may add some that I saw as I was looking up what I wanted to do. I did not go that route. I decided that I was going to buy everything from Amazon and I was going to make things on my own. So that's what you see here. I am literally adding everything one by one, writing out each grade. I probably will add something here just so that you can see a little bit closer up, but everything from pregnancy to when you were a baby, ages 1 to 2, ages 3 to 4, ages 4 to 5, and then pre-K, kindergarten, all the way up to 12th grade. And then I also made some tabs for like health assessments and any awards or certificates that they may receive. So it's pretty exhaustive. So it's definitely more than 12, but everything. Okay, y'all, everything. As I'm writing this, you just see that there are so many. Anytime I'm recording, I mean anytime, my children are like, "Oh, mommy has the camera out. Oh, I gotta be on camera." Do your children do this? Is it just mine? Anyway, I love my baby boys very, very much. But you all, I want you to see how long this was taking. Okay, like I want you to know I had to do 3 different ones. So I do want you to be prepared. Or if you got the coin and not the time, it may be a little bit easier to go ahead and purchase this already prepared, because there are women on Etsy that will print all this out for you and mail it right to you, honey. I was trying to save a coin, so I did not take that route. But if you think that this is something that would help you stay organized, as well as you care and are sentimental about things from school and paperwork, and you know you want to do it, but you just don't have that time to dedicate to this, I highly recommend letting some nice lady or person, I don't know who it is, let some nice person help you out and allow them to do this for you instead of feeling like you have to do it yourself. Because doing it 3 times over, writing all those 3 times, putting all of them in, baby, your girl, it was hard labor. But I did do it during a football game, so it made it like I used that as my timer. Like, okay, I know my husband watching this football game, so I need to be done before then. So I was able to get it done, you all, in a matter of 3 hours, but that just depends on what you want to do. So I don't know about you, but I'm someone that likes to eyeball things, but also has a depth spatial issue. So being honest, you all, I know that this is probably not as straight as it should be, but this is me adding the vinyl of the boys' names to their boxes. And just looking at it now, I can see that it's not perfectly straight, but it has their name, and that is okay. And so this part does take a little while, just because it depends on the vinyl that you use. And so if you go to my Amazon storefront, I do have some vinyl linked. But of course, if you only use Cricut vinyl, it's going to work perfectly as well. I would use the permanent vinyl for a project like this, just because you want it to last for a very long time. And so I chose to do my boys' first names and their middle names, since we all have the same last name. So I just did their first and their middles. I may eventually end up adding their last name, potentially on our last name, potentially on the top or somewhere else. But as you see, I'm trying to press it on just to make sure that when I lift it, it stays there. And so some of it was lifting, so I was having to go back over it, hold it down. But this was definitely fun to create. I encourage you to decide how you want to do it. It is definitely good, because I know that as parents, we always have a bunch of papers. So if you have the time to put into it, absolutely, I recommend you doing it. If you do not have the time to put into it, then yes, I recommend you purchasing all of the items and just literally putting it together real quick and then putting those things in. And I want to share this. I purchased these items probably 6 months ago. It literally took, definitely 6 months ago, y'all. So I just want you to know, I did not do it immediately. I don't want you feeling like, oh my goodness, another mom on the internet showing things that she's doing and how she's doing these things. And I don't want it to make you ever feel uncomfortable, because I purchased this stuff 6 months ago, and we've had a lot of things going on. All 3 of the boys play sports on 3 different sports teams for baseball and basketball. So you're talking 3 different baseball games, 3 different basketball games. Then summer, we took them to Disney. We took them to visit with family. And so I know what it means and what it feels like to be overwhelmed. I chose to do this one day when I had already decided we were eating out the crock pot. My husband was watching a football game, And I decided that this was the time that I wanted to do it. So when you're feeling overwhelmed, don't compare yourself. Like, don't look at this video and be like, gosh, like I wish I had more time. No, there's always going to be something on your to-do list. And it is okay when things don't get checked off immediately, because we juggle so many different things. And then you all, this is me going through all of these papers. And you can't even see the stack, but just know my stack of papers gets really large, really, really fast. And it's not effective. It's not efficient. It's just not. Between working, kids, home life errands, trying to be a wife, sometimes you might be on empty. And so when piles do stack up, give yourself that grace. And that's what I had to do in this moment. There was things in there for the dog. There were things in there for my husband. Like that thing I just moved over was the title for when we purchased our work truck. Like, I had literally just been throwing papers on top of one another. And so now this is me sorting them out. But I just truly encourage you to, 1, take care of yourself. 2, when you are ready, okay? When you are ready, yes, I do think that it would be awesome to create these memory boxes. They are pretty simple to make once you find the time to do so or choose to purchase it. I really love keeping keepsakes for my children. For me, it's a sentimental value. For me, I'm a person that still prints off pictures and likes to put them in photo albums. So if you are anything like me, I definitely encourage you to make your own memory boxes for your children. And let me say this. If you don't have a Cricut and you can't make it yet, baby, and you need to get you a marker or some tape and write on that tape your children's names until you can get it printed, do that too. Until next time, let me know what things helped you. Let me know what other things you would love to hear from, learn from me. I am definitely open, always looking for opportunities to share with different mamas. And let me know. Love and light to you, moms.